Good morning, and we're going on a road trip. We're 260 miles away from our destination, and probably all you can hear at the moment is rain up here in Yorkshire. It's a little damp. Hi and welcome to Ioniq Travels, and today 260 mile road trip to Hastings, which is going to be interesting in this weather. As you can see, it is chucking it down. Lots of spray about up here. We'll see what it's like when we get down to Hastings, see if it's any sunnier, but yeah, not looking good at the moment. So this journey is A roads mostly, a little bit of the M25. And again back onto A roads after that, A21. Sorry about having to have the wipers on, but I'm sure you can understand. A bit of a necessity. And sorry for the fan noise as well, which might keep the windows demisted. Again, not only you but I need to see where we're going. 260 miles to go. Let's see what we return in these weather conditions. It's 8 degrees outside at the moment. Feels more like 6. The village I live in is roadwork capital at the moment. We've got roadworks virtually north, south, east and west, so it doesn't really affect me too much in going the way that I'm going, but certainly at the moment it's making some journeys a little bit entertaining indeed. I want to go to our nearest town, which is Selby. Instead of it being 6 miles, it's 12 miles, so that helps with the range absorption on a weekend if I'm ferrying people backwards and forwards, as I've been doing this weekend. So I've been grabbing whatever free electricity I can wherever I can, and thanks to the local Aldi's and Lidl's with their free chargers, I managed to keep myself going without being plugged into the house. Nice weather for ducks, as they say around here. A lot of people that I work with tend to say, oh, I don't know how you live up north, it must be really gloomy, and yeah, as you can see, it's raining very heavily, and yeah, it doesn't exactly fit the typecast of it being grim up north though, does it? Let's be honest. Beautiful green fields, and I'm literally just 5-10 minutes away from my home village. So it was 10:20 when we set off this morning, and let's see what time we get down to Hastings, including charge times, break times, etc. like that. Okay, enjoy the journey. So a lot of people ask about the acceleration and wheel spin in the rain, so here's a good example of wheel spin there and there, and that's 60. So there's wheel spin as you initially take off in this sort of weather, and then there's wheel spin again at around about 31 mile per hour, just there. Obviously it's going to be different depending on the road conditions, your tyre tread, and also your heaviness on your right foot as well. But that gives you a rough idea of what it's like in the wet. It's still very rapid, but you do have to be mindful of your traction, because you will wheel spin at 30 mile an hour, even 50 mile an hour in a straight line if you floor the accelerator. First charging stop of the day. Hi again. Well, stopped at the Lidl charger, and as usual, pretty faultless, and got connected up in this pretty horrendous pouring rain. Big spots today, big spots of rain. So yeah. So first charge of the day. I did say that it was going to be 19 minutes, and I did say for 19 estimate probably 22. And lo and behold, actually on the charging guesser meter, yeah, it came up with 22 as soon as it plugged in. So yeah, I'm just going to pause the recording a moment. I'm going to show you what's in front of me. So in front of me at this moment is this, apart from my fingers over the camera, is this police van. Interestingly, anybody want a police van? Going free. Got the nice right screens on the top there, side lights on as you can see, wipers going, it's not locked. Police have just got out and gone into Lidl here, and yeah, presumably they think nobody's going to take it for a joyride. If it was an EV, I might be tempted, but nah, smelly diesel. Well, we're back again. We're just finishing off our charge here at Lidl in Doncaster. Still pouring down, 7 minutes to go. We're just working out our destination. So I've got this already saved in the address book. So we're looking at the Peterborough charger. There we go. So that's destination. Got an i3 just joining me now. And yeah, 92.7 miles. We've got 116 on the GOM, so we'll be able to go in just a few minutes and let this guy have his charger. So yeah, just leaving the charger now at Lidl, and we're on our way to Peterborough for charge number 2. Won't give you a weather update, I'm sure you're sick of it. You can see for yourself what it's like. It's glorious, glorious, glorious. I'm just going to put the fans on and get us demisted a bit. this makes a nice change after what the first 70 miles of the journey. Yeah, it's damp, but the rain seems to have finally stopped, thank heavens. Getting a bit wearing with the wipers going all the time. I know people might be wondering with the Ioniq, a little bit like the i3 with low sort of impact tyres in wet weather, just how it actually handles. If you're not silly and you don't try burning off at 60 mile an hour from the traffic lights all the time, it's absolutely fine. There's no issues with it whatsoever. It's actually a very good, well balanced, well handled car. Yeah, that's telling me to just keep my hand on the steering wheel there, folks. It really does, travel and eat the miles, even in weather like that, very, very effectively indeed. And in terms of range, the other query that you hear people mention is, well, when you're driving in wet weather, doesn't the resistance of the tyres, does it increase or does it decrease? Because people do report that there is actually a decrease in the miles per kilowatt hour, and I can report that I'm getting 4.6 miles per kilowatt hour at this moment, which I don't think is too bad for the really horrendous weather that we've just been through. I'm actually quite pleased with that. I started off from the charger in Doncaster there with 28 miles spare to get to my destination. And how's that looking now? Well, actually that's looking like I've got 35 miles spare. So in the last 58 miles we have added 7 miles safety margin, as I like to call it, according to the GOM. And it's been a good journey. Nice to see the black clouds behind me and just the grey fluffy ones ahead. Let's hope this continues. Let's just adjust this a little bit. So we're just heading to the charger now at Bannatyne's Gym in Peterborough, and as you can see, it's stopped raining now. I'm just going to try and adjust this so you get a better view of this very beautiful sky here. So there's a bit of blue, just in case any of you haven't seen it for a few months. Apparently this is what the sky looks like when the clouds clear. Interesting. Okay, so the Bannatyne's Gym in Peterborough, one thing for you guys to note is that it does have Parking Eye. You do get free parking there, but Parking Eye is a parking monitoring system. I think it gets used by people who are commuting as a pick up and drop off point, so they've had problems with people parking there. And so basically it's a case of you need to go into the gym right up until 5 PM. After 5 PM is okay, but you need to register your car. You need to put your car's registration plate in. Let's see how Bannatyne's Gym is as well today, because this was the charger. If any of you watched an earlier video where excuse me, where one of the spaces was iced by a Volkswagen van. Let's see if maybe even the same van is there, as I suspected it was the staff members, or if indeed they are monitoring and acting on the parking problems there any better when we get there just now. Well, Bannatyne's charger was great. It was available, it wasn't iced, and registered my parking. You must do that, you don't want to end up with a parking fine. And then the heavens opened, and charger kept working, so obviously that's not an issue. And basically I got my free juice. Took about half an hour, charge would have cost me about £7, but it's on the introductory offer that Valentine's have at the moment with InstaVolt. So actually it only cost me absolutely nothing. So yeah, these chargers, let's hope they stay free for as long as possible, because it's making my travel pretty inexpensive at the moment. So far, let's just recap how far we've gone. We've gone 106 miles, near as damn it, and so far the cost of the electricity zero. So 106 miles for nothing. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. And now we're heading off to the next Valentine's gym, and this one is located just off the M25, round about the Romford junction, just before the QE2 bridge, and we'll see you there. So we're back on the A1 now, heading south. I guess a few of you might actually be wondering, why on earth do I go to the Valentine charger the opposite side of Peterborough? Because it's around about 7 miles off the beaten track from the A1 really. So I've got a journey of about 7 miles from there, from the A1 to there, and then from there back to the A1. Well, they're not bad roads, I have to say. It's dual carriageway mostly, and the charger's free. But there's another point as well. Even when the charger does cost 35 pence per kilowatt, actually the alternative is the 30 pence per kilowatt electric highway charger. Now the electric highway chargers at 30p per kilowatt, yep, I get it, they're 5p cheaper per kilowatt. So for the 20 kilowatt I've just had, do you know what, I'm going to save myself £1. But for the amount of times I've been to an ecotricity charger and then had the stress of trying to find another charger that actually is working, is it worth it? I think it's worth £1 to have that peace of mind of, you know what, I'm actually going to get to a charger. And with the Ioniq, you've got CCS connections, so with 2 rapid chargers there, both with CCS, I've got a much more improved chance of actually getting on the charger, pretty much like I just did there, straight away. Whereas with the ecotricity, yeah, there's 2 chargers at Peterborough services, but only one of them has CCS. They both have CHAdeMO. Chances of them working, well, I think, you know, it's basically a 1 in 5 chance that it'll be working, given more recent research that's been done by various members of Facebook groups about the electric highway. And if the one with CCS is working, chances are there's probably a leaf on it, or a plug-in hybrid. So my odds are much better at the InstaVolt charger. So is it worth the additional 14 miles to my journey? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Just for a bit of peace of mind. So as you can see, the weather's now cleared up a little bit as I come away from Peterborough. This is A1 heading towards the A14. My next stop is the Valentine at Grays. I mentioned Romford earlier, but yeah, Grays, Essex. That's pretty much where I'm heading. And we've got 85 miles or so to go, with 112 on the GOM, so I've got a spare 27 miles at this moment, which yeah, let's see what it is when we get there. And the weather conditions continue to get worse. We're already now onto the nighttime illumination within the car. The camera is making it look a bit lighter than what it actually is. But yeah, I've seen bright sunshine for about 2 seconds today. Even wore my sunglasses for a bit of that time. And now what I'm seeing is just gloom. Maybe we should blame Brexit for all the gloom that is around. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're getting 4.7 miles per kilowatt still, which is I think pretty impressive with all the surface water that's around. Done 172 miles and we're averaging 51 mile an hour. Sorry about my cough. Got a white van in the middle lane. I don't know if any of you can see that on the screen, but this is why tail lights is a good idea, even if you're in a white van in gloom, because all this spray, we're losing it. Okay, time to concentrate on driving, and I'm going to shut up. The wipers are on their fastest setting and they'll physically fly up the arms if we go any quicker. And what's very, very interesting for me is the fact that, you know, we're basically struggling to see the road ahead, and the camera in the Ioniq is actually picking out the white lines, even though they're terrible. This particular part of the road, as I'm now beginning to see quite clearly, and yeah, now the rain's cleared and it knew full well where the lines were, when I could hardly even see where I was going, and indeed I had to slow down with everybody else to about 30 mile an hour at one point there. So cameras on the Ioniq are just brilliant, and again the radar remained fully operational. I've had Nissan Qashqais before that have had front collision radar, and slightest bit of dirt on those and they just stopped working, or they used to anyway. I don't know what they're like now, that's a couple of years ago. Here, absolutely amazing, really, really good. Okay, welcome back, and I've just finished at the Instavolt charger, interestingly, in the time it took me to walk to that Sainsbury's, get them to cook me a nice hot pizza. Yeah, I'm back on the pizza, folks. Basically the car charged. I've now got 124 miles range, I've got 94% battery. I'm just running the heater to demist the screen, and I'm going to turn off and eat my pizza here. Bit ironic really, sitting at a Bannatyne's gym eating pizza. Anyway, wonderful chargers, super quick, and back on the road soon. Well, hello, we're back again, and yeah, we're just leaving the Bannatyne charger now. We had our nice bit of free electricity, so just an update for you. 200 miles done, total cost nothing still. I've now got about 58-60 miles to go. I've got 126 miles range, so yeah, happy days. I'm in a good place to get there, and with no dramas. So back into the traffic. arrived. We've 73 miles range left. Let's have a look at what we actually managed to do then. So we actually achieved, get zoomed in here, 4.8 miles per kilowatt, total of 258.2 miles at 46 miles per hour average, and it took 6 hours. Not bad considering the weather's been pretty appalling. Factually started off at 10:30, 20 to 11, so it's taken 6 hours of driving and about an hour and 20 minutes of charging at 3 different rapid chargers. The total cost, 0, free. And that's 73 mile tomorrow. That'll take me to my first appointment in the morning and then back to a 7 kilowatt charger for work in the afternoon. So yeah, it's all good. So excellent job, Ioniq. Thank you very much.